Is it going to be, are we going to stop and start?
No, so I'm just going to keep it rolling.
Oh, no. But you're going to edit it, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
for sure.
I don't know why I feel nervous about this interview, but I do.
So I'm trying to...
I've done these 100 times and I haven't been nervous, but I feel nervous today for some reason. I'm okay.
So can I have your full name, please?
My name is Wunder.
That's your last name?
Mm-hmm.
That is a beautiful last name. I never knew that. I've known you for, what, like 4 years?
Yeah.
I never knew your last name was Wunder.
Spelled with a U.
Ah, see,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. And what is your job title here at SABH?
I am the director. Stop.
What?
I was going to give you my old title. Are you stopped?
No, I can't. I'm going to keep on rolling. This will, like, the reactions will be so good for real. Please, I promise. It'll be great. Were you about to say?
I'm the senior clinical director. Here at San Antonio Behavioral Health, I am the senior director of clinical services. So I think the most impactful thing for me has been just working with families. I started out working with children primarily and working with families. And one of the things that really impacted me when I would interact with those families is that you don't always, what you see is not always what you get. In other words, you'll see very upset people, but really underneath that you see very fearful people, people under a lot of stress, and people that are just not coping well with the situations that they're presented with mental health, especially when it comes to their children. The impact that had on me is to always try to be compassionate, try to look below the behavior, both with families and with patients, and actually look at what is going on here, what's happening with this person below all these behaviors that we're seeing. And usually it's people that are just wanting to be heard and wanting to be understood, so we need to take the time to do that. I think one of the most important things is to work with integrity and to have a good value system. That value system has to be in alignment with the value system of the place that you work, because then it becomes very easy. What you want to do with your team is to convey that value, convey those visions that come from those values and what we're trying to accomplish as people and as an organization. I think some of the other things that are very important when you're a leader is to be able to flex, to be able to have self-awareness. You want to be aware of how do you affect people, how do you come across, because they're looking to you for how they're going to accomplish their goals and how we're going to problem solve. So you have to be very self-aware. I think another thing that's really important is to have gratitude. Be grateful for a hard day's work and how you brought a team along or how you were able to solve a problem. Back to flexibility, that goes to, you may think that your day is going to look one way, but it's really going to look a different way. So you have to be able to flex on that. You also may think that you have an ideal solution when in fact you may need to flex on that, because if you're going to be a good team member, there may be different solutions. So you have to always be thinking about how you're going to solve a problem or how you're going to proceed through a day.
That's really good, the quality. That was the first one that I've heard today about flexibility as being one of the qualities. So.
I have more. Yeah, I think that goes back to gratitude. I think every day when I leave here, I feel grateful for the work that I've been allowed to do. I think you have to be grateful to be in these kind of sacred spaces with people. That includes your teams, that includes the leadership team, and it includes being with patients and families. You're in this really, really lucky position, and that you get to do this amazing work, even on your hardest days, and there are very hard days, that I'm grateful for this. I get to do this, and this is my passion. So that's how I stay motivated. I got into behavioral health a little bit later in the game. I'd been a stay-at-home mom, and when I was in my early 50s, I went back to graduate school in social work, and I always knew the population that I wanted to work with was children.
Oh, cool.
So behavioral health kind of found me as a result of that. I had someone who's now my boss who said, why don't you come over to the hospital and see how you like doing behavioral health, and you can work with children over there. And I said, I'm all in. And I never looked back. I mean, I just loved working in a hospital setting. I loved working in crisis care. That was sort of my passion, was having people come in and try to help them find that path and get them safe enough to go on to the next level of care. So I loved doing that kind of fast-paced work, and then got into administration and behavioral health. And I liked the idea of the puzzle piece. How can we put things together in order to come up with really exquisite solutions to the various problems that are presented in behavioral health in a hospital setting? So it kind of came to me, and we were just a good match.